Hello and welcome to the birthday gift. This is a past life soulmate reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and South Node. Okay, so let's see what message they have for you all here. Please give me a message for Cancer. Thank you. Okay, we have Temperance. So, okay. Something is flowing. It's almost like there's some kind of goal that you've been trying to reach. And I feel like this is like centuries. Seriously, I feel like this has been a long time here. Been patient with this here. It's a cleansing though. You've been waiting a long time for something. Something seems to never happen. And then, oh, Hangman is the overall energy here. So something's been just hanging in the balance for you guys, Cancer, for a while. And I feel like things are flowing now. It's just taking a lot of patience out of you here. Well, Judgment. You're about to see the light of day here. You're about to come to... you're about to reach the conclusion you've been wanting. So Judgment is upon you. You're about to hear the news that you've been waiting for. This is something that's been trying to happen here. You've been patient. I'm going to keep going here. The Tower. So expect like a major change. You guys have all these major arcanas. Cancer, you're like at a very pivotal point in your evolution, your soul's growth here. The Tower. This time things are it's gonna shift. So something different has occurred. This lets me know a different decision has been made from previous lifetimes where you were playing out this same lesson. Because something's been stalled, delayed. There's about to be a major shift here with the Tower. I'm going to lay one more card here. Seven of Wheels. This is Seven of Pentacles. So this is, you guys have a lot of waiting cards. This is putting a lot of effort into something and waiting for it to come together. But you put a lot of effort into it. So this is not something that's just, overnight it comes together. This takes time to build. It takes time to put this together. So many of you have been working on this same thing for a long time. You've been patient with it. You're about to see the light of day. I mean, Temperance here lets me know that the balance, the harmony, it's about to start flowing in here. But Temperance also shows that you've been patient, you've been waiting, but the healing is about to occur through some type of major event. You see, and what I'm getting is there was something that occurred in the past life that blocked this from coming together. There was a major event in the past life as well. Something's about to happen here in this existence. Tell me more about the Tower, please. Six of Wands. It's going to actually give you the outcome you want. You guys, this is the victory card. There's a reason to celebrate. I'm hearing congratulations. But whatever this is, it might shake you. You may not be ready for it, or you're trying to prepare yourself for it. It's like unexpected from you or the person you're dealing with, but it's going to bring a victory here. So this lets me know it was taking a lot here. Okay, it did take a lot. You had something you had to release here, the devil. Some of y'all have something that keeps following you lifetime after lifetime. It's mocking you, Cancer. You guys have an energy that it's like testing you, to be honest. And how you deal with this energy is a big indicator of your growth. So you may feel that you keep experiencing a certain type of event or type of event. You might continue to meet the same type of people. You might continue to attract the same kind of experiences no matter where you go. There's something following you. And what this is really trying to track your growth, whether you can handle this devil energy or not. Because I feel like it mocks you. So you might have someone or something in your life that might have an effect on your decisions. You may be aware of this. You may not be aware of this. Now, I can tell you, an indication that you're growing is that you're already aware of this. And as I'm saying this, you know exactly what it is. Okay, so that's step one, knowing what this thing is. But if it is a person, they know the effect they have on you. And whenever they feel like it, they use it to affect you, your energy. So just be careful with that here. Some of you, this could be your own doing. Like, you can actually be doing this to yourself by the way you think or do things. You guys have a lot of major arcana. You're at a very important part in your life. Almost like you're at a crossroads here. From fighting this fight. There's a fight you keep. It's like a battle. But you can win it this time. You just need to watch your back. Here, there's something or someone who comes in like at a specific time in your life. Like maybe they may always appear when you're doing good, and it doesn't have to be the same person. Okay, just understand the way these work. It can be different people in different walks of life, but they always have that same effect on you, and it could be an effect on your emotions. Cancer, you guys are water. Okay, so even when I saw this, it's like, okay, the way it's flowing here, you got to learn to go with the flow, especially with your emotions. Sometimes you guys can be overtaken by how you feel that you forget everything else. And something's messing with your flow. Some of y'all may have already conquered this demon here. Please tell me more about the devil. This is about taking control of yourself and your emotions and not allowing other things to affect you easily. 9 of Wands. There's a lot of stress surrounding this. This is the Capricorn card. We have Sagittarius here with Temperance. I don't see you giving up though. So this is y'all know what this is. It may cause stress, but I don't see you giving up or letting it control you. With this 9 of Wands, you have that wand in your hand here. King of Wands, you have the wand in your hand here too. I mean, in this deck it's a staves, but it's a king of, so this is about you. You need to show up. Cancer, how you do things. You will meet people in your life who's going to test, it's really going to test your courage, how strong you are. because you may come off as very passive. You're going through experiences that are, it's actually forcing you to assert yourself. Okay, this is also, it's also talking about your confidence, your self-confidence. How confident are you? To stand up to this energy or stand up to anything, because there's something following you that does affect you. I mean, it's good that you're not giving up. That's really good. There's some kind of decision either you just made that's leading you to a victory, or that you need to make that's going to lead you to a victory, and you can overcome whatever this fight is that you keep having to look over your shoulder to make sure, even though you've already conquered it, you still got to keep watching your back. So it's time to show up is what I'm getting. King of Wands is here. Could be dealing with a fire sign. That's Leo, Sagittarius, Aries there. 3 of Pentacles. Start putting in, this is working on something. Some of you may be very creative. You can build things here, put things together. That may give you like a sense of peace when you're working on things. Using your hands here. This is also working together with someone. To kind of balance you, put you at a certain ease. When you start showing up, because your experience is trying to get you there. Some of you may let things like pass or just let things go that you should really kind of be using your force. You should be using your force here. Tell me more about the King of Wands. King of Wands is very confident, independent. King of Wands is not afraid of he's not afraid to of rejection, basically. Knight of Wands. Okay, so you need to really use that energy. The wand energy is here because 6 of Swords is here, which is moving away from something, moving away from a period in your life that just really wasn't the best. Okay, showing up as the Knight of Wands, King of Wands, taking action, going after that which you want will help you move away from the tough period in your life, you know, experiences that made you really, it really tested you. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. 6 of Pentacles. You guys are getting these 6s here. It's a balance trying to happen. 6 of Swords, 6 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles here. This is really giving this is like equal give and take, reciprocity. As you give, you receive. As you receive, you give. Okay, so just make sure you're practicing that, because that's how you keep yourself balanced. I'm getting something else here, because you're coming up as very generous. You may be very generous. I don't know. I feel you could have been like an entrepreneur in a past life. You would give to those who are less fortunate. You know, you were probably very wealthy. You had enough. to give here. You know, so make sure you don't allow people to take advantage of you. Because sometimes you may overgive. So be careful with that. Okay, Cancer? There's this element here. You know, people can take your kindness for weakness. You want to protect your energy there. You might find yourself in a lot of situations where people are using you. You might attract those kind of relationships because it seems like you are a giver here. And that's also a part of exerting your force here. This King of Wands energy is going to be very helpful for you. And then we have the Queen of Wands. All right, you're about to meet your match here. Okay, I'm picking up some energy. There's somebody here. Okay. This person, so you may be dealing with this person. They could have been thrown in the mix to get you to this King of Wands energy here. Because the Queen of Wands, she's very attractive. She's very outgoing, outspoken, confident in herself. You know, she's beautiful and she knows it. This is usually that successful businesswoman. She's creative. She creates for herself. She can create a lot of wealth for herself. You just don't want to piss her off. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands, please. Okay, it could be a fire sign. It says death here. Okay, yes. All right. Things are changing. This person could have recently showed up in a different way if you are interacting with them, because they went through a transformation. They're probably showing up in a different way. They're probably showing up, like when you interact with them, they may show up in a different way from what you're used to. You may not be used to how they're showing up now because their old ways have died off. Okay, they've transformed and they're showing up that way to get you to transform, to pick up this King of Wands energy here. Help you move away from experiences that don't serve you here. Okay? Because I feel like there's like this thing that keeps happening. Every time you think something is going good or you've been successful, it shows up with another issue. And guess what? This is also a 6. 1, 5 is a 6. So balance is trying to happen for you guys, Cancer. I mean, even when I saw this is balance and harmony trying to happen in your life. Now, very important. That energy where you give, you receive, that's a very important, because it's a flow. It keeps things flowing. Okay, once that flow stops, that creates stagnancy. That creates this here where things are just hanging, nothing's happening. It's a delay. Okay, it's stalled energy. When water doesn't flow, it's stagnant. It sits there. Water is supposed to flow. You guys are a water sign. So as things come in, other things are being removed. As things are removed, other things are coming in. So if you're giving, make sure you're receiving. Okay, and if you're receiving, make sure you're giving. It's a flow. So as she puts this water in this jug, it's being filled, but it doesn't sit in that jug. It's being put in that jug for a reason. It's supposed to refill something else, or it's going to be used to water something, to fill something else. So if she were to just put that water in that jug and just let it sit there and it's not used, it's useless. It's a stagnant. That water is supposed to continue to be used. You guys make sure you're careful with how things are coming in and things are going out. Okay? But this is what you're trying to overcome this lifetime. There's something that keeps following you that's it knows what effect it has on you, I can tell you that. And it uses it. For many of you, this is a person, so that's something you need to clear. And what you do need to do is probably change your perspective on how you look at the situation you're going through with this person, especially for those of you, if it's a issue that's ongoing, and then every time you feel like you resolve it, something else pops up. It's because there's a lesson there. And the lesson is you probably just have to change how you usually deal with that situation. I mean, the hangman is changing your perspective. It's upside down because your view is different. Okay, if I were to flip you 180, you'd be looking at things upside down. You'd be looking at things at a different view. Your perspective would be different, you know? I mean, the ceiling becomes the floor, and the floor becomes the ceiling. You're upside down, so you're looking at things differently. There's something you need to look at in a different way, how you've been handling it. For those of you who still have little knickknacks of things that keep coming at you, okay? So I do see a light at the end of the tunnel for you. Judgment is here. You have a good flow about to come in. You're surrounded by water. I mean, that's uplifting, but it may be a very emotional experience for you that you're going through. I see a major change that's going to shift it, and it may help you close this out. Get rid of this devil energy that keeps following you. Okay? But this death energy, really, some of you need to transform. You need to go through that change. You know? And show up in a different way. Surprise people. I'm gonna see what you can expect for those of you who are currently dealing with a past life soulmate. And I'm gonna pull some cards. Soul to Soul Healing Messages. They are available on my website. Please give me a message for Cancer. That was quick. I may not express it to you, but I look up to you. Okay, so you have somebody who thinks very highly of you. You know, you may have taught them things about themselves that they didn't notice. And they appreciate that. Okay, so, I mean, this is just showing they appreciate the lessons that they've learned through you. Anything else for Cancer? You guys are getting a lot of messages here. Okay. I love that you finally walked away because it means that you've elevated to the next level. So a lot of you could have been dealing with something that was attached to you, and you're able to detach from it. And wow, your person seems to really think that that's a really good thing here. Some of you could have just walked away from someone. And that shows that you've elevated. There's growth happening here. I mean, even with the Knight of Wands and King of Wands, that shows growth. Okay, your person is thinking of you right now. Somebody who has you on their mind, Cancer. All right, so it says, for others of you, don't wait for me because I have a lot of work to do. And it's not until you are able to release the fear of losing me that I return. A lot of you are dealing with someone, you may be afraid to lose them. They may be afraid to lose you. You guys are going through the lesson simultaneously. There's a fear of losing one another here. I mean, that's understandable. In a past life, you could have lost them. It could have created that imbalance that you guys are trying to balance out this lifetime here. Somebody's not ready yet, and they recognize that. They may still be going through their transformation. So for, small portion of you, it's saying don't reach out to me right now because I have a lot of work to do. That's your message. I'm going to just see what you can expect from this experience. Okay? I'm going to leave it there. Cancer, I really hope this was helpful. Okay? I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. I see you coming together with someone here. Cancer. There's something that's bringing you together with someone here, and it's really just it's when you apply your force. The Magician, this is when you just stand in your power and you go after what you want here. It's that same King of Wands energy, showing up, realizing that you do have already. So it's basically up to you. Let's see what else we got here. Wow, you guys have really good cards. I see a happy ending. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. Okay, something's about to come to light here. Wow, okay, yep. All right, Cancer. You may be about to offer your cup.